Can you tell me a little bit about how you got involved with the project and where it all started?
Yeah, basically Josh Waller, who's the director, and I have been friends for years and years and years. And he just rang me up one day and said that he was in meetings with a couple of guys about this concept that they had that was so far it was written as a short, but they were throwing around ideas of it maybe being a web series or a feature or a TV show or something, and that he considered me right for the project and would I come in and meet these guys? And I said absolutely, so I went in and met with them. And it just, through back and forth conversation, that the concept sounded really interesting, and the energy these guys had together, I was like, I'd like to be a part of that, And then when they brought up the possibility of producing, a fire was lit inside me, and I was like, yes, I would like to be a part of the creative process, and I'd like to be involved from the beginning through to the end. And so I said yes, and we sort of started this thing as a little baby project, and it sort of, I guess we were feeding it too much, and it started growing and growing, and we were like, right, we need diapers, oh my god, we need clothes, we need a bassinet, so it all just sort of snowballed. Not to make it sound like it was an easy, like it just happened process. It was definitely hard work. I mean, it's a lot. To make a movie is a lot. So to anybody out there that's finished a movie, I applaud you. Like, that's just a lot of hard work.
Was it your first time producing?
My first time producing, yeah.
Okay, would you do it again?
I'd love to. I plan to, yes.
Well, you have a pretty amazing cast that you guys put together with Rachel Nichols and Tracy Thoms and Doug Jones, who is a favorite of our website, Whedonopolis.
I just feel like anybody who knows Doug, he's a favorite of. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's hard to not just love Doug.
So how did you pull this cast together?
It was a combination. I mean, it was just the way we pulled everything together, really. It was sort of going to friends and people we knew. When I first went to Tracy, I was like, Tracy, I'm producing this movie, and she was like, I'm in. I was like, you should definitely read the script before you say yes, because it's a very specific. She was like, but wait, you're in it, right? And I was like, yeah, I'm the lead. She's like, I'm in. I was like, please read the script. She was like, all right, I'll read the script, but I'm in. She read the script. She was like, wow, I'm in. I was like, cool. Rachel Nichols is a dear friend of Josh's. Doug Jones, obviously, we'd worked together on Angel of Death before, and I think Josh also knows Doug. Rosario Dawson was like a surprise present for me that was organised by Tracy and Rosario and Josh. I had no idea until she walked on set, and I was in full producer mode, like, we need this person, we need a casting for the blah blah blah, and they were like, we've got her, and I was like, why wasn't I consulted about that? And then walks Rosario, and I was like, woo! And we were like, so me, Tracy, and Rosario had a little reunion and a bit of a cry. And then Cheryl and Finn, that was all Josh. He was just like, she's such a brilliant symbol of, we were just like, to have her in this movie would be amazing, and she kicks its ass. And we did that, like, Rebecca is a dear friend of Josh's, so it was all just pulling friends, that wanted to come on board.
It's good to have talented friends.
It is good to have talented friends, and it feels really nice to have your talented friends have faith in you too. That was like, I mean, it meant the world to me that Rosario came on. It meant the world to me that Tracy was like, I don't care what it is, I want to play with you. I was just like, aw, shucks. Yeah.
Well, as I said, it's a really intense role, and it's basically also, in addition to the intensity of the emotion, it's wall-to-wall stunts.
Yeah.
I mean, how was it for you balancing that?
It was exhausting because we were working, 6-day weeks, really long, full days. I think there's two sides of it. I think one it was exhausting because of what was required. Just speaking about me, I mean, I think any of the actresses will speak to this and talk about how grueling it was for them. Being an actor and a producer meant that even when I wasn't in front of the camera, I would turn up on days that I wasn't on the call sheet, because it's my movie.
Were you ever not on the call?
I think there was like 3 days out of a 30-day shoot that I was not on the call. I took one day off because I was ruined. I was like, I'm just going to keep crying today if you don't send me home, and I don't even know why. It's just going to keep happening. But the other thing I think that's brilliant about it is I think we all got to a place where we were just using it. So when the cameras weren't rolling, actually we were all cracking up laughing and making it, being really ridiculous because we had to keep the energy up. But just all the fight scenes and all the physical activity and exertion, I think, just fed into the performances that we had to pull from as well. You know, like I wasn't faking it when I slid down the wall. You know, like I was feeling that. You know.